Hey, Chad.
Boy, it's nice to hear those flutes.
Isn't it?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Cheers.
Man. Cheers.
This is delicious.
Thank you.
Where'd you get this?
Paso Robles.
What?
Paso Robles, California.
Okay. You got to dumb it down for me.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I did not get smarter over the break.
No, I didn't expect you to.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving tradition for me growing up.
Yeah.
Playing a little football in the morning.
Football, of course, right? It's a fantastic day of football.
It's a perfect day for football.
Yeah, nonstop.
I have a question for you. And I've been thinking about this for the past several weeks. And in fact, the past several years around Thanksgiving.
Could have left it at weeks.
Was your corner store that sold porn and cards open on Thanksgiving? And furthermore, would you go play football or would you go to the porn shop on Thanksgiving?
Oh, man. That's a tough one.
Is an Adam? Oh, it's a 101.
Someone call for a doctor?
He's Dr. Tim. I'm Dr. Chad, and this is Back to the Future Podcast, a Thanksgiving special.
That's a little different, huh?
You know, if you hit 66% in the sport that you call baseball, you go to the Hall of Fame.
That's true, right? That's fantastic, actually.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah. 2 out of 3? Oh, I see what you're doing there.
What?
No, I don't know. Yeah, that's actually a pretty high batting average. Slugging percentage? That's a really crappy slugging percentage.
Thank you, Tim. So we have a Thanksgiving episode today.
Yeah. I figured that would be a nice thing to do, right?
Seems like it.
Talk about some things we're grateful for.
I like it.
Yeah, 'tis the season, right?
It is.
Holiday season. Really bothers me that the stores just kind of skip over Thanksgiving.
It is a good one. It's, in fact, one of my favorites.
It should be.
Pre-COVID, we used to have some gatherings in my household. You included.
Oh, man. Those were like 20 people deep.
We did.
Yeah.
It's hard to cook mashed potatoes and turkey for 20 people.
It's hard to cook for like 6 or more.
It is. I mean, even tonight with our Thanksgiving dinner, I didn't cook it. I bought it from the Vessel Kitchen.
And that was kind of rough with 2.
We shouldn't be left on our own.
No, we really shouldn't. I used to cook once upon a time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you had Timmy's Test Kitchen.
Yeah, I know.
What happened to it?
I don't know. I can't blame that one on COVID entirely, but, going out to stores was definitely a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Groceries were a little bit more limited.
Sure.
Then I realized that I'm just single.
So wait a second. Now that I'm piecing this together, did you work today?
No.
It's Thanksgiving. None of us work today.
No, yeah.
But hypothetically, if it wasn't Thanksgiving,
yeah,
I would have been working today. When you would not have been working, we know that you're an excellent cook, yet I'm the one who went and picked up the dinner.
Yeah,
just throwing out some hypotheticals, though. But it's Thanksgiving, so neither of us worked.
I know. I didn't want to work in the kitchen either.
Hey, fair. Okay, I like that. I can live with that, Timmy.
Maybe next time. Yeah. Yeah. So let's rattle off some things that we're grateful for. Let's reflect a little.
I like it. I've got a few. You've got a few. The listeners have a few.
Yeah, they got a pretty good response to that question that you posted on Instagram.
We kind of floated it out there without any real context.
So. And here's the context.
Exactly. All right. First thing I'm thankful for. You ready?
Yeah, let's bring it.
I am thankful for Panini.
What?
I am thankful for Panini patches in that I have identified, no matter what Kyle from Wax Museum Podcast will tell you,
yeah,
that any Panini patch from 2020 going forward is not going to be game worn. When I look at my eBay searches for flawless patches, for NT patches, I am now thankful with identifying this trend that if I see the year of the card is 2021, it could be the sickest patch I have ever seen. I'm moving on. I'm not clicking to the back of the card because I know it's air used. It's perhaps just not even player visualized. I know that the patch is bad. So I am thankful for Panini for taking all hope that I could ever have from a game used patch from 2020 going forward. I don't even have to worry about it. I know it's a hard pass for me.
Well, you do suffer from a lot of anxiety, so yeah, that is one less thing for you to worry about.
It's a lot of energy spent worrying on that, Timmy. So
You
thank
might be
you, Panini, for putting out poor patch products.
You might be the only one thanking Panini this year.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. I will miss seeing game used or game worn. Not even player worn, actually, will be on those cards anymore.
No?
You think it'll just say dicks?
Say what?
You heard me.
It was like in the middle of sipping my wine. I was like, wait, what?
Good job not aspirating.
Thank you. So that's number 1 on my list.
Number 1. I like that. Okay. See? People appreciate Panini.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got to see the upside to everything. Mattress Mac.
Oh, go to hell.
What?
I'll hear you out.
Oh,
Why are you thankful for Mattress Mac?
how can you be upset at the guy?
He's an Astros fan, Tim. That's how.
Well, ignoring that,
I'm going to go dump out your garbage from the kitchen. I am bringing that trash can over here.
You're
I'm
gonna
going to
bang
bang it in your ear the entire night.
Yeah, and then what?
Let you clean up your trash. And go home and sulk away in my sorrow of losing the 2017 World Series.
Oh, your Dodgers, man. That was bad.
Why are you thankful for Mattress Mac? What has he done for you other than be a degenerate gambler and your idol?
That's exactly right. $75 million, baby. Come on. That's stuff of legend right there.
I didn't even piece it together until the words were coming out of my mouth. Good Lord.
That was impressive on his part.
Ballsy.
Ballsy. Well, I mean, he's going to do it every year anyway. But he locked in a lot of his bets at 10-1, and then he kind of scattered and sprinkled around a lot of other bets that were lower. So he averaged out to about 7.5 to 1.
Is there that much money in mattresses?
Well, you'll have to poll the grandmas out there. I don't know if we have any elderly listeners, but please let us know how much cash you keep in the mattresses.
I was going to say, do you not sleep on a mattress? Like, why?
I don't keep my cash there. We know that.
I see.
It's been ruined by movies.
Oh, no, I don't mean like literally inside of a mattress.
Oh, like money in
like,
mattresses.
where did he... It's not like money in the banana stand.
And so I forget the origin of how he got his money, but he threw basically what was his last few dollars at starting a business. And so he started a furniture store. Originally.
Okay.
So I believe that's how it goes. And then eventually basically just became more of a mattress guy because there's so much damn money in it, you know.
Well, yeah, that's what I was asking.
It's a ton of money, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know how much they overpaid for their mattresses, just look up the supply for foam.
Just look up Mattress Mac's wheelbarrow of money.
Yeah, you see that? Literally a wheelbarrow.
God.
No, but I applaud Mattress Mac because with that $75 million, he wrote off or repaid the cost of every single person who had bought the mattress this year.
Did he really?
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why people love him in, I don't think it's Houston, but wherever he is in Texas.
No, I still refuse to like him.
Oh.
Just by association.
What happened? You were so, optimistic and upbeat that first one.
Yeah, well, then you pulled out the Astros on me. You still found the angry part of my soul that I thought was gone.
That's fair. I don't think you're alone in that. Nobody likes the Astros.
All right. Well, at least he did a good thing.
He did.
I'll give that to him.
And that's the thing, right? You know, Thanksgiving, people are doing some charitable things. That's hard to come by in here these
It
days.
is. It really is.
It's not common.
All right, Timmy. My number 2 of what I'm thankful for, a few different people. I lump them together.
Okay.
I'm thankful for Drew Lock,
Uh-oh.
for Jerry Jeudy,
Okay.
for Russell Wilson,
That's a rough list so far.
for Rudy Gobert.
I mean, okay.
All of these active players that I have PC'd,
Yeah.
and Rudy Gobert to a lesser extent because his cards are never worth much, who have actively pissed away their careers after I have purchased their cards.
Oh, man. You have whatever the equivalent of Junkie Jinx is in the card world
I've
for
got
your
it.
own PC. Yeah. The Chad curse or I don't even know.
I don't know what it is either, but it ain't good.
No, it's not good.
And so I'm going to put a positive spin on this.
Okay. Yeah. You owe us that.
And I'm thankful that these people have taught me that I no longer want to collect active players,
Oh,
especially active players on my own team.
that's positive and negative, but I think that's more positive than not.
I can still
Hobby-wise.
collect, those guys on my team who are vets. They're established. Their career's over.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
Yeah, there's a handful of those, right?
There's plenty.
Jackie Robinson.
That's exactly the first one that came to mind.
You love baseball.
You read my mind.
You love baseball. Come on.
But, these guys, they can either get traded, they can get hurt. or they can just suck.
Or all of the above.
And you spend your hard-earned dollars into these guys.
Or lose some prop bets when Jerry Jeudy rolls his ankle on the first damn play of the season.
He went down in that game, what was it, 2 weeks ago, a week ago? He went down like he was shot in the Achilles, or that someone took a chainsaw to his Achilles.
But you see how many people slipped on that turf? That wasn't just on him.
And it turns out he has a mild muscle strain.
No, come on. What muscle?
Not a strong one, Tim.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm very thankful that these players have taught me a valuable lesson to not only not be a Bronco fan, not be a Jazz fan, but don't collect active players at those teams. Unless
cheers
you
to
want
that.
to be hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Nice revelation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's number 2.
That's a solid number 2.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, my number 2. We'll just stick with the theme that I've gone with so far. Random.org.
All right, Tim, why? I'll bite.
Well, so if you read on random.org how they randomize their numbers, it's something to do with like atmospheric interference or atmospheric particles, something along those lines, that they base their random number generator off of, so that it's truly random.
Okay.
There's a lot of theories that it's not. You ask any of the people who have been losing on Raz, and they're like, no, this stuff's not random. The same people win, and like, how do I end up losing and like end up on the bottom every time?
Yeah, I've heard you say that.
That wasn't the point. But yeah, sometimes when you play those 10 to 20% odds, they actually work in your favor. You don't always lose.
Oh gosh.
I showed you guys something this week, right? I'm grateful for the fact that I won a 1 spot out of 10 spot Raz. So 10% odds at winning this one. Forked over about $270.
Ooh.
And got back $2,700 in Zion Prism Silver rookie cards.
That's what that one was.
Yeah.
That's a big win.
That is a big win. So I'm grateful for that.
Wow.
And random.org for maybe truly being random.
And I'm grateful that maybe Vegas Tommy's back. I like the sound of that. We'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Number 3 for me. I am thankful for fellow hobby content creators.
Interesting. Okay.
Specifically, I'm happy that Taco Bell's sales in Q3 of 2022 were up 6% to keep our friend Kyle happy and make sure that their doors stay open.
Did you really look that up?
I did. It was down actually from their projected sales of 7% in store, but still 6%'s nice.
I think so. We're facing a recession.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, 6% is almost keeping up with inflation.
What percentage of that do you think is Kyle? It's got to be at least like 0.1, right?
Yeah, it's up there.
So, including Kyle, I am also happy with our hobby content creator. John Newman has avoided death for another year.
Uh-oh.
I see patients for a living. A lot of my patients are older. Like, actually older. Not like how John Newman thinks he's older, because he's not. People who are actually old, they do not talk about their impending death as much as I hear John Newman talk about his death.
That's fair.
And so, John, you're going to be around for several more decades, and I love you for it. But in your own mind, I know that you fear death, and I'm happy you've stuck around for another year.
I am too. We need people like you in the hobby still.
One other content creator I'm just so happy for.
Who's that?
Gary with Hoops and Cards. I am so happy that he has Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
He's getting a player that he will grow to love, that he will grow to PC, that will eventually leave or be traded, and he'll be heartbroken.
Oh, so you mean he has Donovan Mitchell because he's a Cavs
Because
fan.
he's a Cavs fan.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
For those who don't,
Yes.
know that.
Yes.
Yep.
So, the last one was a little tongue-in-cheek, but I'm very happy for all of our fellow hobby content creators. Thankful for that.
Absolutely. Because we needed something to listen to the last few weeks.
Yes.
Not just ourselves.
That's right.
No, so thank you, John, and to all hobby content creators. We thank you.
Yes.
We know the amount of time and energy you put into it for our own entertainment. So, cheers. Thank you.
Tim, how's the turkey today?
We didn't eat turkey. I had pork.
How was it?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of turkey.
Fair.
Thank you. I got invited to a Thanksgiving dinner this week, and he led with the fact that there's going to be prime rib. And I know traditionally that's probably more reserved for Christmas because, you know, still want turkey for Thanksgiving.
Sure.
But,
Traditional.
That definitely piqued my interest right away because I'm just not a fan of turkey.
So are you going today?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not going to say no to free food.
I like it.
I don't cook anymore.
What do you got for number 3?
Number 3. I like that you went with hobby content creators because there's a different form of hobby content creation these days in the form of social media watchdogs on behalf of the hobby specifically.
Uh-huh.
The most well-known one is probably card porn.
Yes.
Not emphasis on the porn, but cards. We do thank you for doing a lot of the policing in the hobby lately. And I know you probably funneled some information, or a lot of information that you then look into or do the deep dives on so that we don't have to, because we don't have the time, Chad.
No.
I don't have the time.
You wouldn't even cook for me today.
No, I'm sorry. Is that one of those things I'm just not going to live down at this
Well, it
point?
seems to be becoming a theme here on this podcast.
That was probably at least the third mention today.
Yeah.
Fourth, maybe?
Get to 4 and it's solidified in my brain for
shoot.
all of time and eternity.
Crud. But it's actually fantastic that they do all those, tough posts because somebody's got to do it.
It is nice, and I agree. I'm thankful for them. I love that they can take the time to deep dive for my entertainment and for my knowledge.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, tongue in cheek, kind of sarcastically, kind of in a roasting type manner. They do provide a lot of meme content as well.
And I tell you what, if we ever get big enough to where they would recognize us as hobby content creators, we would be in a world of hurt. So I'm just reveling in these moments.
Yeah.
Where we can fly under the radar, say whatever we want, and there's no repercussion.
Exactly.
I'm very thankful.
Yeah. We haven't caught too much flack over the years. No? Yeah. Let's keep it that way.
I like it.
Okay. What's next?
Number 4 on my list. I'm thankful for Aiden at the Dallas Card Show.
Aiden at the Dallas Card Show. Elaborate.
For reminding me that no good deed will ever go unpunished.
Oh, Aiden's that little guy that just completely worked you over on your trade?
Fleeced me. Fleeced me.
Yeah. Nice work, Aiden.
Oh, great kid. Hustling, grinding. Totally took me to the cleaners. I think I gave him a Lamar Jackson Silver Phenomenon. PSA 9 or 10.
Yeah, it wasn't a 10, but it was a 9,
Must
I think.
have been a 9.
Yeah.
And I think I traded him like a Zach Wilson base card. I think it was like the weekend that the news came out about Zach Wilson hooking up with his mom's friend. So
all the Cougar conquering. Yeah.
I mean, the card's worth like $1.
It's bad, right?
10 minutes later, I see Aiden after he's wandering the trade night floor.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you still enjoying that Lamar? No, I traded it.
No more than 5 minutes later.
And he's like, who are you? No, Aiden's a great kid. He definitely took me to the cleaners. That was a great experience, though.
Yeah.
And a story that we'll always have. And then Aiden and I walked around the show floor.
Holding
like twin
hands.
brothers.
Yeah.
People couldn't tell us apart.
Not at all.
Kyle and Carter, who I was with at the Dallas Card Show, actually went up thinking that I was Aiden. Said, hey, Aiden, we're going to go back home. Aiden's like, huh? Guys, I'm down here.
Yeah,
Look over here.
Tapping on the wrong shoulder.
Exactly. So I'm thankful for Aiden. If you guys see him out there, tell him I said hello.
Yeah. Hi, Aiden. Good job. I think that's an important hobby lesson, though, right? You know, you can't always get the W on a trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't always walk out a winner.
It's true.
Yeah, got to take your lumps and learn and grow from them.
Great experience, though.
Yeah, sounds like it.
You got one more?
Yeah. Recession's impending.
Yeah, it seems like it.
It'd be hard to ignore that.
Yeah.
On the flip side of it, focusing on the positives, in the hobby, we had a bit of a market correction for the better, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, things got a little out of hand in the last year or two.
I agree.
Right? Yeah,
Definitely agree.
I'm grateful for the fact that hobby boxes are trending downward. I know a lot of the rookies in like football this year are, kind of underwhelming. Basketball, I mean. So between that plus the recession coming and just kind of the downturn, everything's just working in our favor again, finally. Prices are correcting. Specifically for me, Jordans. They come down a lot. Just this afternoon, I scrolled through Facebook and I saw a BGS 8.5 Jordan rookie card going for less than $6,000.
Get out of here.
That's cheap.
Wow. That's a big turn from 2 years ago.
Huge turn. So speaking of lumps and bumps, I mean, if you guys go back and listen to, I believe, our first hobby pack ever, I got fleeced on a PSA 7 by one of my friends in the hobby, quote unquote friends. I think he knew what he was doing. He was selling at the market peak. PSA 7, I paid $13,500 for.
Oh. You know, you can't go back and look at those, right? Because you could also sell some other cards at that time for a lot more than what they're worth now, and
for sure,
things work themselves out.
Yeah, I mean, we got to stay positive, right?
Yeah.
You know, I've definitely come out on the high end of some of my
But
sales.
you just hinted that we should be thankful for this, as in, like, we as a collector.
Uh-huh.
Timmy,
Yeah.
it's a big step.
Am I actually collecting?
You're hinting at it.
I don't think I've provided any proof yet, but maybe one of these times on Instagram I'll do a little mail day like actual collectors do.
I'll be excited for that one.
Yeah, I actually got some mail. You see the box over there?
I saw it. I saw it when I came in. I like it.
Yeah. Huh.
I like that, Tim.
Tim the Collector.
Oh.
Oh, no. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue yet.
It will. Tattoo it on your neck, and then we'll have some proof.
There we go.
I have one more person that I am so thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a trying year. We've had a lot of change. We've had change with our personal lives. We've had change with our sports lives. We've had change with the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And just to take this on a serious note, sometimes there are people that are out there that just have a lasting impact on your life and can do things for you that you could never physically do for yourself.
Hmm.
And so I just want to take this moment. Sorry, this is hard. To say, Tree Rollins.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thankful for you.
Tree Rollins. Wow.
Go ahead and play the clip, Tim.
Time left in the third quarter here at the Boston Garden. This is the third and deciding game of this mini-series. The winner to go on to meet Milwaukee. Rollins takes out the frustration on the basket. Here we go. Danny Ainge. Oh, a free-for-all. Coaches, officials all over the floor trying to pull them apart. It's still going on. We've got everybody on the floor involved. I thought they said the hockey game wasn't until tonight.
Well, Danny Ainge got the worst end. He's got Dan Roundfield and Tree Rollins on top of him right now. They can't get him off. Tree Rollins has got him in a headlock, but we saw that coming a while ago when Danny Ainge and Tree Rollins were getting into it. Boy, you don't like to see this because, you know what? Somebody get hurt in something like this and miss the playoffs. This is not a good scene at all.
That's not a very nice thing to be grateful for.
I'm very thankful for Tree Rollins.
I know exactly why you're grateful for him, but
In the 83 playoffs, the Hawks played the
my
Celtics.
goodness, yeah.
And Tree Rollins decided to clothesline Danny Ainge and nearly bit his finger off during that altercation.
That was bad.
So, Tree, if you're out there listening, I'm very thankful for you.
Shoot us a message on Instagram at Back to the Future Podcast.
I would love nothing more.
There's a lot of athletes interacting with their fans on
I
social
would
media
love
these days.
nothing more than to thank that man in person.
How cool would that be?
Oh, beautiful.
JJ Watt did it for one of his followers that lost a bet because of a turned over defensive touchdown.
Just be amazing. Just amazing.
There's precedent. Let's make it happen.
I like it. Tree, hit us up.
Thank you, Tree, in advance.
So, Tim, we had some things to be thankful for. That was pretty good.
I like that list. It was nice variety.
That was good. It was good to see you optimistic and thankful for things. I think you've turned a new leaf over the past year. Is that a thing?
Has that been odd? Optimistic, Tim?
It's been notable over the past year.
Collector, Tim? None of this sounds right.
Wow.
What am I even doing
Does it
here?
feel weird? Like you feeling tingly?
I need practice.
I don't have a follow-up for that.
But no, we've got some fantastic listeners, and so that's really why we wanted to do this Thanksgiving special. We wanted to highlight our awesome listeners because you guys do more for us than you probably realize. You did more for us than you probably realized. And to hear some of the feedback after that last episode in September, it was pretty cool. You know, it's been hard to come by good news, good people, the thank yous. You know, I don't hear that at work a whole lot, Chad.
No.
I mean, I can count on one finger, usually the people that make an active attempt to say, I really wanted to thank you for being a doctor. One a week.
True. It's true.
Besides like the cursory, hey, thanks, doc, out
Sure.
the door, right?
Sure.
But tangent aside, our listeners, you guys are awesome.
We love you guys.
Absolutely.
I love you, Dad. It's from old school.
Yeah.
Another one of those pop culture references.
I'll work on that too. I need practice.
Pop culture Tim's coming up next. But our listeners also came up with some good things
really
that they're
did.
thankful for.
We wouldn't expect anything less, right? Friend of the show, Make Basketball PC, a.k.a. Kata. You said, I'm able to afford cards I like. And that kind of plays off of my Jordan thing, right?
Yeah, it does. We knew it was a matter of time until wax started to come down, especially with the price of singles tanking.
Yeah.
But it is nice to be able to scroll and look for a card that you want.
Yeah.
And say, hey, this
Right.
is reasonable. I can buy this.
Exactly.
I'm on board with that.
Collecting. Right? Maybe that's what's doing it.
You say that 3 times and I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know either. I'll probably screw up the third pronunciation.
You'll have a stroke before you can say the third one. There's
Most
nothing
likely.
funny about that, but
No, there isn't. So we'll move on.
that was awkward.
Hugo, Nebrolian _PC on Instagram.
And I'll say before you read his comment.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anyone grow and evolve more in this hobby during our time podcasting single-handedly based off of the interactions that they've had with others than Hugo. It is so much for him about the people. It
really
always
is.
has been about the people.
And we apologize, John. Like, we know where Hugo kind of ate that, but he really has made it about the people.
And with that, he had a little comment. Do you have it?
Yeah. So Hugo says, connecting with great collectors is partially what he's been thankful for. So connecting with great collectors, looking after each other.
Yeah.
I've made major strides thanks to them. Kind of like you said.
It's genuine.
It really is. I'm proud of you, Hugo.
Tasty card sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
What do you put in the middle of a card sandwich? Like the filler? The
filler
retail
card,
filler?
the blank card. That's one option.
Christmas patch? Christmas sweater patch?
Yeah. Errant pieces of film. Nat Turner.
I think Nat may put that in there. He says, you know what he's thankful for?
What is that?
Nothing. My life is empty without PTTF every weekend. I die.
Whoa. Oof.
That's kind of
Wow.
a downer.
That is.
I'm
Not sure where to go with that either.
That one's kind of rough. Let's go to a voicemail.
Okay. Yeah.
This is from Perry.
Okay. This can't be any worse, right?
Hey dudes, I hope you guys are all well. And I know that the podcast is basically on a hiatus for a really long time. Just want to let you know that you guys were the best podcast in sports cards and actually one of my favorite podcasts in general. So thank you guys for all the stuff that you did. I know that you're focusing on your families and just being great at that. So anyways, just want to let you know, I miss your podcast. Totally get it why there is a giant break happening. But thank you for what you did. You guys freaking rock. That's all. Have a great day.
Well, that was pretty genuine too.
Perry's a great guy. We, I think, first met Perry with our impromptu trade night on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. Thanks for hopping in, Perry.
God, that was a lot of fun.
Man, our listeners really are the best.
Hedges.
Hedges, I'm surprised he actually listens to us. But thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what he's thankful for?
What is that?
Back to the Future holiday reunion before the end of the year.
This counts as a holiday, right?
That's this.
I think, yeah, we checked that box, right?
I like it.
Yeah. Thanks, Hedges.
I like it.
We wish we knew your real name, but thank you, Hedges.cards.
I like it.
Yeah. That's what the holidays are about.
We got one more. Why don't you take that one?
Okay. Legacy _cardboard. This one caught me off guard.
Interesting.
The return of the PTTF podcast.
Huh.
What do you think about that? Should we?
Should we?
That wasn't the point of this episode.
Are you collecting now? It'd make it easier.
Loosely hobby-related content, right?
Yeah, it's always been our thing.
Collecting's pretty hobby-related. I don't know about that.
I mean, you're in it.
Most days.
I'm in it most days.
Because like right now we're doing the podcast and I'm looking over on the screen and Michigan State just upset Kentucky 86-77 in double OT.
Vegas Tommy coming back too?
No, I mean, I don't know about that, but I had $400 on the game.
Huh. It's an interesting proposition there, Legacy.
Ah, screw it. We're back.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, baby.